Welcome, my YouTube comrades. Oleg here. Happy Monday. So today we're going to be talking about Photoshop Alternative. This application or software, whatever you want to call it, is an absolutely the best alternative that I've looked at. And there's GIMP, obviously, there's some other ones, but this one has so much to offer and it's super easy to use. PhotoScape X, how to download it on PC, on Mac, the free version, the paid version, it's one time, you pay for it, $40, that's nothing. For just like one time you pay and they use it forever or until the company goes bankrupt or until Adobe buys it out or something and start a membership thing. So if you want to buy it, go ahead, buy it. I'm not sponsored by this application or this software. I just absolutely, truly love it after trying all sorts of different like GIMP and all the other softwares that are free that are alternatives to Photoshop. And this one, by far, one of the best ones. I use it all the time for real estate shoots, for just regular photography, for thumbnails on YouTube. It's a fantastic app. I'm going to go ahead and go over it, how to do it. And yeah, hopefully that will be helpful for you. Let's just dive in. So first and foremost, I have it already downloaded. What we're going to do, we're just going to try to find it. PhotoScape X. Download it. There's obviously, you can tell that there's a download for Windows, Pro. That's the paid version. Download for Mac. A bunch of filters that I don't think you need, but it's good to have. This application will do its job for just doing the main things in Photoshop. Let's just see the features over here. So the features are the viewer. You can just view your photos. The editor. You can edit photos raw, all sorts of different files. You can add effects. You can do flames, objects, brushes, tools, the different lens flares. I mean, you name it, you can do it. You can batch them, you can collage them, you can combine them, you can do GIF. I mean, this app can do it all. Let's just go ahead and open this application. I have a couple of photos that we can go ahead and just do. Over here you can see rating. It's not bad at all. Age, you've got to be 4+ to use it. That's how simple it is. Let's just go ahead and open it up. We have a couple of photos over here. I can go into viewer, and this is just like a viewer, what I see. There's just a couple of photos that we're going to just try it out. You can click on the photo, you can sort them, which is super awesome. You can see over here in the bottom screen what settings have been used when I shot this photo, what ISO it was, what kind of focal length I was using. It's really nice. What kind of camera I was using for it. Let's say you're scrolling through these photos and one of them you just absolutely love. We're like, okay, this is the one that I want to edit. I'm just clicking check mark it. This one, check marking it. We're going to be editing those. Check mark, and then you can see the raw files and then one JPEG. I don't like this one. I just go ahead and reject that one. So then you can sort them based upon what you liked, what you didn't like. You can add to the favorites. This is the viewer editor. You can cut out, which is that PNG thing. You can batch them. You can collage, combine, create GIF, print, tool, store. Here you can have a simple guide through of like how to use certain features, how to mask something out, how to take out the moles. You can see over here. If you have a talent which has acne problem, you can fix it and make them all pretty and picture perfect. You can switch to editing by simply going to the edit tab, or you can go ahead and click on the picture that you're trying to edit, right click on it, and you can just click edit, and we're going into this editing view. So again, you can just like zoom in, you can check out everything. You can see there's a little bit of noise over here when you zoom in. If you zoom in out, it looks pretty decent, but I'll show you how to denoise everything. So we're gonna take off some of these blemishes over here. On editing tab, you can see this is a raw file. You can always, if you're done with it or you want to change the different picture, you can select a different picture here. It's all up to you, however you want to do it. On right side, right top corner, you can see there's editing, color, film, light, frame, insert. Again, the tabs. When you start off with editing tab, you can do different features over here. You can rotate them, go ahead and level them. Let's just say horizon is not leveled, or we need to level it with a pole or so. Click apply, compare button over here to see what it looked like before and after, or what it looked original from the beginning. You can crop it just by free, and I select what I want to crop, move around, dead in the center. There's always a nice grid that shows up, and then you can see what is going to crop too. When I'm moving this one, you can see I'm just like moving, let's say I've wanted to do 37, 23, 54, 52. And I say crop, compare. We're going to go ahead and click this one, and it opens up. It drops down more options. And we can scroll down. There's more of them. We can click that one and drops down more options. Transformation drops down more options. Like, I mean, there's so many features to use. I didn't even use a majority of them. I use only the ones that I need. It gets the job done, and my photos look bomb. I hope so. By the way, follow me on Instagram. Okay, so let's get back to it. Now, auto color. So you can see right here, I can just simply compare what it looks like. It's automatic fixing all the colors in here. Let's just go ahead and apply. Auto levels. See, it's so much better now. That green tint goes away. Just, it's automatically doing it for you. You don't have to like play around with it. Let's go ahead and apply that. A lot of people love to resize them for, let's say, Instagram, thumbnail for YouTube. You can do that here. You just simply put in your aspect ratio or pixels that you want, or you just can slide your way through it, apply, and it fixes it. Let's go ahead and use, I don't know, magic color. That's another really cool. So whoever loves that pop, that color, you can use that magic color, and it actually has a little bit of HDR to it too. I'm moving the slider, and it changes that picture. It makes it brighter, you can see, and it looks not the greatest, but you can always brighten it up. Less pop of that color. You can protect skin tones if there are skin tones, and you don't want it to be all like, you know, Trump like popping all orangey. You can protect them, or you can create a mask and just do the let's say just the sign. You can just mask it out whatever you want. If you press S, you can actually see what you painted on as far as the masking goes. If you want to touch up this right here, you can do that. Maybe sandbags over here. You can see it here. We can compare it. You can see the difference. So let's apply that. You can do HDR. Create a mount, whatever you want. Radius. You want to be like more flatter. It's all up to you. Vibrance, that's another really amazing thing. If you want to have that pop, that vibrant pop of the HDR, you can do it. And then again, compare, contrast. Perfect. Let's go ahead, just select that. And there's no right or wrong way of doing things. It's literally all up to you. It's your creativity. You do whatever you want with it. That's your art, your methods. Another big deal is color correcting your monitor. Whatever you're using to edit your photos, it will help you tremendously if you see the accurate colors, what you want them to be. I have a video about color correcting the monitor. It's up here or in the description below. Go ahead, check it out. It's a fantastic tool. Again, nobody's paying me for saying that. There are tools that I use, and they help me tremendously with my editing, with my workflow for clients, and whenever I'm delivering the photos or video to clients, whatever and wherever they're going to be using those, they're going to be as close to color corrected as possible. Okay, let's get back to the PhotoScape X. There's tons of things like soften skin if you want to. You want to add bokeh. You want to do the circular bokeh. You want to do the star bokeh. I mean, you can do tons of things, and you can actually see right there how cool it is. So you don't have to even like put in any kind of like filters on your lens. to make that effect. You can do it in this app by just like 2 clicks. Done. So let's just go ahead and do. Here you go, an iPhone blur. All right, so let's go ahead and see compare. Very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and apply that. Actually, no, you know what? And another feature, I don't like this now. I can go ahead and undo it. So check this out. I just simply can revert everything to original, which is, this is the original photo. This is the latest change that I have. So I just undo it. Or you can actually see, you can hover over this and you can undo by quick command. And quick command is Command Z or Z, whatever. Let's just go to color. So right here you have different selections. You can make it brighter if you want to. Every single time you move something around, you can tell. It's very close to what Photoshop is. They just name them differently. Those sliders, they're named differently, but they are doing the same pretty much thing. Play around with brightness just a tiny bit. You can darken it if you want to. You can deepen it. Deepen is a contrast slider. So let's say I want to do the contrast slider of vibrancy. If I want it to be like super vibrant, you can just like bump that vibrancy slider. Clarity, again, HDR if you need to. Magic color, same as that edit tab. After you're done playing around with the sliders, you can just simply check it out. Compare. Or you can do just like before and after by just sliding it. Like a little bar that is really cool, I think. Compare, let's just apply it. I'll go ahead and apply it. Film, that's majority of these is going to be available in your Pro version if you will decide to go ahead and purchase it. You can go ahead and add a filter to it like a cinema or whatever. Light, if you like some different flares and glares, you can do it here. Light leaks, for example, it's number 1. Well, I just add this one right here. If I don't want that to be that punchy, I can just like lower the amount of it. And then let's just scale it up just so it can be kind of like on edges, like a burnt edges. Let's just say I want to have this right here, light leak. And you can see right here, you can move that light leak around the way you want to. You can shift the length of it over here, which direction it points. You can, gosh, you can do so many different things. Let's just maybe a little bit brighter. Perfect. Here you go. An abduction picture. Detour ahead. Bokeh, again, you can add different elements if you want to. Frame, you can add a different frame. It's if you want to have that, let's just go ahead and do that. Then let's insert something. Let's just insert an arrow. Here's an arrow. Well, let's say I don't like this arrow. Let's adjust this arrow. I want a solid line. Let's put this one straight. I want pointer to be like so. I want to be sharp edges and I want to be that thick. And here's an arrow. I can move it around. I can maybe show where the light is coming from, which direction. And let's say like so. And here's your arrow. If I want to change the color, let's change the pattern. Let's change whatever. Insert another image. If you have a PNG file, you can absolutely just slap it on. Let's just say I have this PNG file and we're gonna just put it in right here. Detour ahead. YouTube. Opacity. Let's just decrease the opacity a little bit angle. Let's do overlay. Let's make it like it's been scratched or something, just like that detour sign has been busted up. So let's do that. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, and let's just create opacity just a little bit. Okay, I don't like how this little image that we apply to that is, I feel like, darker than the black letters of this font. Let's just go ahead and select a color, and we're gonna be a color picker. We're gonna select that and we're gonna boom, select exactly the color that we want. And now it looks believable, like that sign was there. Look at this. Come on. Isn't that awesome? Look at the layers. Again, it's just like the Photoshop and any other Photoshop application that are alternatives. Layers. You have layers. You want to merge them? Let's merge them. Yes. Merge object. Yes, please. Go ahead. Let's merge it. We merge them. Everything is awesome. Let's go ahead and select another tools. This is something that I absolutely love. The blemish removal, the masking, the liquidity tool. It's absolutely bomb. You definitely want to try it because it's amazing. Remove and stay on moles. Let's just look at it. Let's remove this one right here. Boom. Let's remove some of this stuff. And remove that. Remove that. And as you can tell, it removes that darker side of things. That's that. And right here. Now, let's do the spot healing. That's another thing that I absolutely love. If I want to take it out completely, it's not there. Instead of actually touching it up and doing some things, there are going to be times that you will want to use a clone tool, which I'm going to show you. What clone stamp tool. Let's just do a little bit of not super hard. As you can see, I'm moving that slider. You can see it right in the middle. It tells me how that brush gonna look like. Let's just do it like so. And we select this piece first. I want to clone this one onto this one. And boom, it's done. And every time I'm moving something, you can tell that it just clones that one side to the next one. Like it's never been there. Or let's say I don't want this crack. Take this out. Look at this. Done. And you can always check it with a compare. How awesome is that? All right. Play around with Liquify tool. With this one, you can simply move stuff around, shift things around, whatever you like. Distort things. You can redo what you did as far as distortion. You can blow something up, like let's say I want to blow this one out, or let's just say I want to blow up O, and here you are. That O is much bigger, or you can make them guns bigger. Let's go ahead and edit another picture. Let's do this one right here. Let's just do PNG. And we're going to go ahead and select PNG. Select either magic eraser or lasso or brush. It's all up to you. When you have that magic eraser, you just simply click on the and it just deletes everything that is dark. You can create that level of tolerance. If you need more information out of it, you can just select that. Let's just say I want to just make a little bit more fire right here. And then I will apply it. It takes it out. Let's use a lasso. So with lasso, I can go ahead and just click on this one and select all the area I want to get rid of and just cut out. Boom, it cuts out and shows you the actual guide where it is. Let's cut out more. Let's just cut out this bottom part, and I just want this flame up top. Cut out that. Now I'm going to go ahead and play around with the rest. And here you are. A little fire. It's not perfect, but we can make it perfect. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just do, yeah, let's do like the circle. That's it. Okay. So let's go ahead to viewer again. Okay, so with this one, magic color. Brighten. So as you can see in this picture, there's quite a bit of noise. So let's go ahead and try to eliminate that color noise. So we can do reduce noise, and you can see the luminance noise or color noise. Let's just do color noise. We'll take care of that. And look at the difference just by looking at that tree. You can see how it changed. It obviously took out some of that color, but let me just go ahead and just move it just a tiny bit to the side. And it softens the image, so you lose a little bit of sharpening, but you can always add that sharpening later on. In this case scenario, it looks pretty good. All I will do is just gonna add the vibrancy and a little bit of contrast, a little bit of warmth to the picture, like it's summertime or so. Look at the difference. Compare. You can do this. Huge difference. Love it. Let's apply it. Afterwards, let's just add a little bit of curve to it. Just lift a little bit of those shadows. Make this like a Polaroid picture. Just add a little bit of brightness to it. Apply. And now you can see the original photo, how flat it is, and edit it. What's really cool with this PhotoScape X, you can save it as a project. So you can save it and then come back later on and redo those changes that you made. Let's just say I put a text on this image. I put it as a like thumbnail for the YouTube channel, and I don't want this text, or I need to move it, or I need to change the font. It doesn't look right. If you export it as a JPEG file, you will not be able to make changes unless you're gonna use the clone step and try like mess with the whole image. If you want to save all those things that you did, you just simply go ahead and save it as a project. So when you click save, you can save as, and you can then select JPEG, PNG, or you can go ahead and save as a project. And when you save it as a project, this is the weird ending to this file, but you will be able to open that project and just revert some of the things that you've done to this image. And yeah, that's all to it. I feel like it will replace the Photoshop. For me, it did. I don't like to pay something that I don't use it as often. If you use a Photoshop, hey, but this is a best alternative for Photoshop. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you know any other app that is better than this one, please leave in the comments below. I would love to pin your comment all the way up top and let the other creators to look into it and see if they maybe like that one better than this one. Like it or hate it, subscribe it or not, but always remember, stay awesome, my comrades. And I will see you in the next episode of Happy Monday. See you guys.